Thank you everyone for joining us today. This is the hashtag Gilbert Together webinar in partnership with the Gilbert Chamber of Commerce to promote one of our business resiliency programs. Specifically, we'll be talking with COHOOTS and Local First Arizona as they are working with the town of Gilbert to provide technical assistance services for the community and our businesses. I think the first thing we can do is kind of go around and everyone do just a quick little introduction of our panelists. If you want to, Sarah, if you want to start.
Sure. Good afternoon. I'm Sarah Watts, President and CEO of the Gilbert Chamber of Commerce.
Thomas, you want to go ahead?
Hi, everyone. I'm Thomas Barr, Executive Director of Local First Arizona.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jenny Poon, founder of COHOOTS and Hub, which will be the platform that we're launching for the town of Gilbert.
And I'm Chelsea Smith, also with COHOOTS and the Hub.
And I don't know if I introduced myself, but Mike Martello with the town of Gilbert in the Office of Economic Development. So yeah, I'll just briefly touch on the programs that we have in place with COHOOTS and Local First. The goal of these programs is to provide technical assistance to the business community, both brick and mortar businesses as well as home-based businesses in the town of Gilbert. Just from a high level of, if you're not too familiar with technical assistance, it can be a broad range of services that a business may need help with. It could be marketing, social media, legal, human resources, kind of just the whole gambit of different areas where a business might feel that maybe they don't have time, they don't have the resources or staff to help fulfill all of those obligations. Our goal is to really get out in the community and figure out what those needs are and work with professionals like COHOOTS and Local First to provide that expert guidance and assistance on a broad range of topics. The phasing is kind of twofold with COHOOTS, which we'll go into a little bit. We're going to be launching a Gilbert Hub platform in December, and starting kind of earlier in December, Local First will kind of roll things out with some webinars and some restaurant boot camps to kind of give a more workshop, hands-on group environment training. So there's a lot of different aspects of these programs, all pretty exciting. And I think we can kick it off with Jenny. Do you want to kind of just start and introduce COHOOTS, kind of tell them about the program that we will be launching in about a month here?
Absolutely. Hi, everyone. So we are launching a platform called Gilbert Hub. It's a citywide platform for entrepreneurs. Anyone who is a Gilbert business owner will have access to this platform for free, and it's full of resources. So we'll have a bunch of webinars, a huge webinar library. So at any point you could jump on and watch a webinar on how to set up your Google AdWords so that you can properly market through the pandemic. Alongside that, Thomas will talk about Local First's webinars, but there'll be a lot of the Local First webinars available on replay too. We know that as entrepreneurs, you only need to solve the problem that is immediately in front of you. And so it is difficult for you to attend every single webinar that might not be relevant to you at that moment. And so you can always go onto the library and find other resources. On top of that, we're also running technical assistance, as Mike said. It's we have a certain allotment essentially with a wide range of advisors to help you with whatever you need to get through the pandemic and help your business grow. So in the past, we've seen businesses come on and get their website improved or completely built if you didn't have a website, or move on to an e-commerce platform to help you shift to remote sales, or talk to an attorney about renegotiating your lease. So it's really anything that will help your business grow. We are available. We'll also help route people as well. So if we're not the best fit for your business, Local First might be the best fit. We can route over there, and we're all working in tandem to help the small businesses in Gilbert. The third piece of what we're doing, let me add to that, the platform will also house all of the upcoming events that are happening. And so you can go there and always find the events, live webinars that are happening, or any other kind of business event that will happen. And as the city rolls out new programs in the future, perhaps like new initiatives, you'll be notified through that platform immediately. So you'll be the first to be able to access a lot of those pieces. It's also a place where other community members can connect with each other. So if you have a struggle with any kind of thing with your business, you can pop on there and just ask a question, and the different business owners in that community will also be able to communicate and help. And so it brings our community together. So the third piece of what we're doing is also our rapid launch incubator program. So many business owners, or many people, have lost their jobs and they're in the space to start a new business. And so if you're one of those people, you can apply for this program, and it takes you everywhere from like naming to incorporation, all the way to launching your website and beginning sales. So we call it Rapid Launch, and it's a 4-week program that will take you through all of those steps, make sure that you have everything set up properly, all built by entrepreneurs, because we've been through it and we're trying to help people not have to struggle the same way we've struggled in building our businesses. So it's an online program. We meet every once in a while as a cohort, and we'll have a few spots to participate in the next Rapid Launch program in January. So those are the 3 main things we're working on as part of the town of Gilbert. Chelsea, am I missing anything as a part of that? And Chelsea is kind of the queen behind the scenes running the show. I come and I speak really well about the program, but Chelsea is the main one you guys will be seeing.
Nope, I think you covered everything.
Great. Thanks, Jenny. I think one of the things that's really exciting and cool too is how you kind of touched on that connection and kind of that almost social media aspect platform where businesses can really talk, they can exchange information, really collaborate to kind of utilize this as kind of, I would say, like a hyper-focused LinkedIn where businesses can come together, they can have communication with key town officials. If there's issues that come up, staff like myself are going to be there to also assist and direct to the appropriate department to resolve issues. And also just, brainstorming that creativity that comes with it is when everyone's collaborating. So I think that's a really exciting opportunity with the Gilbert Hub. Thomas with Local First, do you want to touch base on Local First and what we're doing together?
Absolutely. And I just have a few slides here for some visualization, so I'll go ahead and share those. Cool. Is it coming up for everybody?
Yeah.
Awesome. So, hey, everybody, I'm Thomas, Executive Director of Local First Arizona. We've been an organization for 18 years working to provide resources for small businesses, have had a long-lasting relationship with the town of Gilbert, and are really excited to just provide resources to our smallest of businesses within the town very soon. So I just wanted to go over a few of what those things are so that you have a glimpse of what we'll be doing. We're bringing a framework of what we've analyzed over the last several months that small businesses are going to need through a triage, recovery, resiliency framework in helping small businesses. That triage area, we know that a lot of businesses have been in a state of really needing a lot of financial resources and things like that to get through the pandemic, and are moving to a recovery phase. And then from there, we'll be moving on to long-term resiliency. So we're bringing that framework to all of the services we're providing, which is split up in 3 ways. The first is through one-on-one direct technical assistance to small businesses in Gilbert. This will be ongoing immediate assistance, starting with assessments of your business and what our team evaluates are your greatest needs. We're also going to be facilitating some small business group training. We're doing these in English, but can also facilitate them in Spanish should there be any businesses that have that need. And then we're also going to be providing some specific assistance to restaurants in Gilbert who we know are a really hard hit industry. So we wanted to bring some really catered expertise in the hospitality industry to help those businesses. So in the one-on-one technical assistance, businesses can expect to spend some really devoted and dedicated time with our team and our team of experts on a wide variety of things that your business may need. We know that not all small businesses are the same, and you may be in a different time period in your business. You may have different types of funding you received or not received. And so our team comes in and provides a real-time assessment of where you're at and then moves you on to get direct consulting, advice, and coaching from our team of experts that can help you move on to the next phase through these challenging times that we're in right now. And that'll be accompanied with ongoing assistance. So we don't just provide you that one-time assistance and then send you off. We're going to be checking in with you, making sure that things are working for you, helping you mitigate the continuing challenges that we may face into 2021. So our team really acts as a partner to you. So we're really excited. We're going to be offering this for up to 50 businesses within the town, and we'll be getting to work starting next month in December. The second thing we'll be doing is focused group training sessions that in a webinar format that will be recorded and hosted on the CAHOOTS platform that they're building for the town. These are going to be at a wide variety of different topics. And for the first couple of months, we've predetermined what some of the greatest or the highest needs of businesses might be in a group training session. So you're going to see a lot of marketing. You're going to see a lot of ways that you can leverage your own localness as a small business to drive more customers and revenue, especially during December going into the new year. So these are going to be ways that we can bring people together to ask questions with our team to share a lot of information that we've seen work in the past, and we've adapted and are going to be adapting specific to Gilbert businesses moving into next year. And then the third thing we'll be doing is what we call restaurant boot camps. These are catered for the food and dining hospitality industry and are really going to be focused on how restaurants and bars and food and dining businesses can rethink and reimagine how to position yourselves coming out of the pandemic. So this might be rethinking how you design your indoor space, or how you can take advantage of sign ordinances within the town to drive more people into your restaurants. It might even be rethinking your menu and the items that you have on it so that you can maximize your profits and your sales. So these are going to be available for restaurants in Gilbert, as well as one-on-one assistance with our team that have experience in hospitality for that more catered coaching that you can receive as well. So these will all also be recorded and hosted with CAHOOTS long-term too. So that's all I've got for today. We're really excited to get started, and just appreciate the partnership and working with everybody.
Thank you, Thomas. That was great. One of the things I kind of skipped over at the beginning was kind of how do you go about applying for these things? Is there any capacity or limits to what you can receive from a technical assistance standpoint? And I wanted to just touch on those briefly. When we were talking about the hub and that platform to gain all this information, there is no limit to the number of Gilbert businesses that can join and be a part of this. So kind of at the beginning when I mentioned home-based businesses are allowed, brick and mortar businesses are allowed. We really want the business community to embrace this and utilize this as a resource. So we're in that kind of approach of the more the merrier. We're also, when we are launching, I think we're shooting for mid-December. That will be kind of the one-stop shop. We really want to make this a simplified, streamlined process for businesses. We don't want it to be burdensome to apply, to receive this technical assistance. So we're utilizing CAHOOTS platform, and Local First has been great working collaboratively together with us to really have anyone who wants to onboard go through this platform in the Gilbert Hub to apply. And you can request Local First. We also have a partner who will, the Maricopa County Community College District, who we're hosting a webinar with in a couple of days, that will also be providing technical assistance, but we wanted to put it all together in one spot to make it as simple and easy and streamlined for our business community. When it comes to the number of hours businesses can receive, there are some limits. We're kind of talking maybe around 5 or so hours is kind of the baseline, but there will be opportunities to go past that depending on the need of each individual business. And I think kind of the last and probably the most important point is these services will not be of any cost to the business community. So you will not have to be, splitting payments or providing any sort of payment to receive this technical assistance, to join and be a member of the hub. All of this is part of our program and does not require any financial investment from the business community. It will probably require a little bit of work from the time commitment to receiving the technical assistance, but no financial cost from that aspect. I also want to introduce Dan Henderson. He's the Economic Development Director for the town of Gilbert. that joined in on the webinar as well. I don't know if Dan, if you wanted to say a couple things or how you.
Yeah, good afternoon, and thanks, Mike. I appreciate the opportunity to address everyone. First and foremost, I just want to say thank you to you, Jenny, Chelsea, and certainly Thomas for your efforts in helping us put programs for the business community. These programs are not only unique in how they support businesses and help us create an ecosystem for not only small to medium enterprises, but also for anyone looking to either start or continue or even recover in their ventures. And so today, certainly this platform to address the business community here in Gilbert, special thanks to Sarah Watts and the Gilbert Chamber of Commerce for helping us to create this platform and this opportunity together. I did want to real quickly mention that these programs, while unique in their offerings, don't come out of left field. Through the Chamber, through Gilbert, and through our efforts to engage you, the business community, you shared with us very specifically and very directly your need for programs of this kind. We put that wonderful package of technical assistance, on it as a way to ensure that mayor and council were able to understand what the funding allocation and the funding source that pays for these programs will be serving in the community and how it helps the business community. But the reality is these are programs tailored to you all directly from your response to various survey instruments that directly told us that having access to mentors, having access to coaches, having access to industry-specific opportunities to not only triage the current situation, but also to develop that sort of recovery mechanism that leads to resiliency long-term. And so certainly through your efforts, Jenny, Chelsea, and Thomas, we cannot thank you enough. Certainly from your perspective, Sarah, the opportunity to deliver value to a membership base like the Chamber of Commerce, but also more broadly to the business community. Just a wonderful partnership, and so thank you. And Mike, certainly a real quick shout out to you for all your efforts in coordinating all of this and bringing this together in this type of format so that these programs can be tapped into, leveraged, and utilized in a way that doesn't burden our businesses anymore with a cost in order to have access to these incredible partners. And so with that, I just want to thank you all for being here with us today. And I have seen a couple of questions come up. Mike, do you want to facilitate some of those questions and see what kind of answers we can provide to the business community?
Yeah, absolutely. And there's the chat function down here. I think everyone can access that. So if you have a question, please do enter it in there. We'll try to answer them as best we can. So. Oh, okay, this is a good talking point. One of the questions was, do you need a Gilbert business license to participate? And yeah, that's probably the one way that we look to verify that you are a Gilbert-based business, either brick and mortar or home-based, just because there are limited hours of technical assistance available, and we just want to make sure that the businesses taking advantage of this are located in the community.
So as an extension of that, if they don't have a business license, but they're located in Gilbert, they can apply and still take part in the program?
Yes, exactly. So they would just go through the town process, which is a really streamlined, straightforward process on our website that can accommodate that. And then we absolutely encourage and want them to participate.
I don't see any other questions at this time. Maybe do our panelists have any thoughts that we may have overlooked?
Yeah,
I like being devil's advocate, so I'll throw out the question. When will the program end? So is there a deadline for application?
So there is programmatic webinars and things where there'll be first come, first served registration. So we do have a set capacity when it comes to how many attendees can be in kind of a workshop setting. I think we are looking at around 25 or 30 per workshop, just to keep it manageable from a collaboration standpoint, and kind of really getting into details if businesses have specific questions to be able to assist them in a good capacity. From the similar with the technical assistance, once the hub is up and running in December, we will have the technical assistance hours all available to be utilized, and it will be based on a first come, first serve approach. So, we definitely want people to be excited and get on the platform and start utilizing the services, but we also feel pretty confident that, working with both these organizations in Maricopa County Community College District, we have a pretty good base of technical assistance hours. So hopefully there's it. And kind of as I touched on earlier, we want to manage each business's allotment so that many businesses can participate and receive the services. So we do want to maximize that kind of benefit out amongst the community. I think the most of the programming runs the next half a year or so, from kind of a webinar, restaurant boot camp, level up, the incubator standpoint, and then the hub will be running for a long time.
I don't see any other questions at this time.
Okay. All right. Well, if there's no other questions, as Dan said, I want to thank our panelists and thank you, Sarah, for putting this webinar series together and help spread this information. There's definitely going to be continued marketing efforts to disseminate this information through our website, through our social media channels. Working with the press, we really want to spread the word. So there will be a lot more to come as we kind of approach closer to this December launch date. And we also do have a landing page that's available to allow businesses to kind of pre-sign up for the hub itself. So if you want, we've got Jenny's on top of it. It has the link in the chat box that actually shows where you can go. You really just need to put in your email at this point, and it adds you to the database that will keep you up to date of when we will be launching and kind of any pre-steps that might be helpful in that process. So yeah, I think that wraps it up. Is there any closing remarks? Dan, did you have anything else, or we good to go?
Sure. Just wanted to thank you all for the many ways that you're anticipating the extraordinary challenges of 2020. We are absolutely excited to support you, and through your direct feedback, we look to continue to develop not only these partnerships, but other partnerships as well. And so with you letting us know what additional services, resources, information, and access you need, we can certainly build those partnerships in such a way that it creates solutions both in the short term, midterm, as well as in the long term for you and your business community. Through the hashtag Gilbert Together Business Recovery Program, we are very excited to support you. We are delighted with the response that Mayor and Council has been able to provide to us in providing the allocation for these resources to be available to you. We wish you well. It's been great to be with you today, and God bless. Thank you very much.